What about death?
Well, in context of the video, I think for me, the reason I get so angry is because in my life, I know plenty of people who are innocent and who have died. And it has to do with things like it's more about substance abuse and mental health. But in the same sense, a lot of people might not agree, but it's not your fault that you're suicidal, or it's not your fault that you OD on heroin. It might be your fault that you're not doing what you can to get off of it, but there are some great, innocent, wonderful gems of humanity that have died for no goddamn reason. And I know dozens and dozens of those people. So when I hear about people dying in Afghanistan, it's like this, it's like weird. The innocent people. I mean, I get the US, soldiers and stuff, but I just think of innocent, good people who can contribute to the society, and they're just gone for no goddamn reason in the most terrible ways. And I can feel the pain, like, and so it just kills me, man. That's why I get so angry about it. But to what you were saying before we popped on the recording, when you get older, you said you can sort of empathize and plunge deeper into the gravity of death of those people around you and in society. Well,
So you
I
just
think the
don't
reason
see it
for
in
that,
your environment enough.
when you're a kid, well, when you get older, more people in your life die. And every time another person in your life dies, you understand more and more what death actually is what death actually is in the real world. And so it gives you perspective. So
And
anyway.
not just death around you. Like when we say that, like, it affects us that these people are dying, we don't know these people, but like, why are we saying we feel so strongly about it? And it's not that you see more death. Well, yes, that you see more death in the world as you get older, you see it in other places, but it's the deaths of people that you know. Each one of those connections, when those people die, then you start to see it a bit more. The tragic deaths of the world around you do add slowly to it, but
It's those
it, it's
personal,
it's those personal add ups that you start to realize, like, oh, you realize what these other people are losing.
right. You lit because when your cousin dies, you know what it's like when your cousin dies. And guess what? There are plenty of cousins dying in Afghanistan right now. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So yeah, 100%. But it is that personal correlation and being able to empathize on an individual level about something happening halfway across the world. It's not just a headline, because you've experienced, and you don't know what it's like living under the goddamn Taliban, but you do know what it's like when people around you die and they shouldn't have. Right?
And what makes us angry is political agendas that use it as a headline.
Or you're using the deaths of a bunch of cousins, brothers, mothers, aunts, and fucking uncles so that you can run for election and have a talking point.